Hello, 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 everyone. Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, please indicate. Let me see your emojis. Can you all hear me? Like to see your emojis. Okay. I don't know where you're joining from, but here it's evening. So, okay, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Please, tell me where you're joining from. Just state where you're joining from, country, city, wherever you're joining from. Here, it's Nigeria, and it's evening. It is 5:33 at the moment. So let us know where you're joining from. Tell us your name and where you're joining from. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining in early. Today we are going to be talking about the goal wireframe. The goal wireframe, which is how to connect vision, goals, and daily actions. So, yes, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Give me a moment. Sorry, guys, I am a father by day and business person by night. So, yeah, I am trying to ensure that my baby does not join us in this live. Okay. Okay, people. So, what we are trying to achieve today, or what I'm trying to achieve with this live today, is to actually show you how your big goal, that vision you have for yourself, for your life, can translate into daily activities. Because we notice that a couple of people struggle with that. In our community, the Learning to Earn community, for those of you who are not members of the community, the there was a conversation in the community about what to do every day translate to your goals that helps you to achieve your goals. So I noticed that this was a bit of a struggle. So we decided that it is time we do sort of like a wireframe. So this is going to be a very different kind of life. I know what you get to see in live sessions like these are people trying to teach you how this thing is, what this thing is. This is not going to be a lecture. It is going to be a live demonstration. I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you like a vision, then you'll see how those visions can translate into mission, what we call BHAGs, from BHAGs, and what we call goals, then we now have daily activities. So it is going to follow that sequence. So we're going to be doing this together. I want you all to get set. If you need to jot down, if you need to write anything, please just go ahead, get prepared for it. We're going to be starting in the next 4 minutes. We're just going to use these 4 minutes to wait for several other persons to join. But those of you, please share this so that several other persons can also join in and take advantage of this. This is not something you would have seen anywhere. So please take take it seriously. Okay. So, yes, in the next 3 minutes, we would kickstart. As you are here, please share this live, share it anywhere you can share it where you have audience, your WhatsApp status, your LinkedIn. For those of you also are joining from LinkedIn, share it there. On Facebook here, also share it. It's so several other persons can join. Yep, we're going to be starting in less than 3 minutes. Yep. So keep sharing. As you're joining in, please let us know where you're joining from. your name and where you're joining from. It's very important so we know where people are joining from. So I am Chibuzomodi. I'm a monetization coach, clarity and monetization coach. I help people find clarity of what to do, and after that, show them how to make money with that newfound clarity. So there's a whole lot in between that, but yeah, that's the simplest version. There's positioning, there's you deciding which path to follow, then there's positioning. From positioning, you choosing which social media platform to position yourself or offline. And it doesn't matter if you are a business person or you're looking for a job or you're trying to become a freelancer. Once you choose a path, I would be able to tell you how to position yourself for monetization. So that's what I do. And this is one of the ways I do that through these live sessions. Now, this is an important topic because, yeah, we all know we want to make money, but how do we make the money? What are the necessary, I'll call them stops, call them junctions, necessary junctions. We need to know, okay, this is a threshold point, this is a junction. Should we wait here? Should we go forward? Those questions, people find it difficult to respond to them. I believe today's session is going to help you answer those questions. So as we are waiting for others to join, please get your writing pads ready because it's going to be an interesting session. Okay. Two, three, four, five. Okay, people. So I think, yeah, we just have less than a minute. I'm going to get started now. Oh, Chisom, the first person, who was the first person who joined in? I think David. David was the first person I saw. Where is he? David. Yeah. David is from Lagos, Nigeria. I said it's the land of the living. Okay. I don't know about that. Lagos is a crazy place, but yeah, you're welcome. Ruth, she said she's joining in from Abuja. Ruth, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's Ruth Bello. Then we have Rachel. Rachel is one of us. She's yeah, she's joining in from Lagos. Then we have Chisom Olivia. Oh, I could see my Path to Profit people here. Those who just graduated from our cohorts. I can see them here. Chisom, yeah, she's joining in from Anambra. We have, oh, David, I know you are here. That's good. I'm glad you are here. Then Faith, she's joining from Port Harcourt. Oh, beautiful. Faith, I'm also joining in from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. I'm glad to see someone joining in from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. That's really good. Okay, I think I have captured everyone who has dropped a comment. If you're just joining in, you know what to do. Tell us where you're joining from, your name and where you are joining from. If you are part of the Learning to Earn community, you just completed the Path to Profit program, please also indicate, let us know so that I know. I can tell from your names, but sometimes the names you use on YouTube are not the names, are not your official names. So if that is you, please let us know. Okay. Okay, let's get started. People, it is about to be an amazing session. I am excited about this session and I hope it transforms your life. That is the aim. That is my goal here, that this session transforms your life. So let's get right to it. I don't want us to take so much time and we have a whole lot to do. And I would like to spend a lot of time answering your questions, taking as many questions as possible. Now, oh, George, yeah, George, come on. I know you are part of part of Profit. Tony joining from Ibadan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining in early. So now, let's dance, people. Okay, I'm going to be sharing my screen shortly. Okay, can you all see my screen? You can use emojis. So once I am, okay, you can't see my screen yet. Okay, I think you can. Yeah, you can see my screen now. I'm not going to be seeing your responses, but I want to know if everyone can see my screen. Please just indicate. Okay, Chisom said yes. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's get started. So this is how I like to do most of my things. They're going to be live, so you're not going to be. It's not like it's prepared. Though I have a couple of things arranged already, but I am going to show you how they connect live. So that's how we do it here. Those of you who have joined the previous sessions, you would have known. Those of you who joined the session where we brought in the Canva girl, that's Jasmine, you will see that we did everything live. So this is also going to be live. I am not going to hide anything from you. So just flow with me. Okay. Okay. So for now, let's move this a bit. Oh no. Let's move this to the edge. Then we start here. So our character today will be called Ruth. Ruth is a name. I hope everyone can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay. I think everyone can see my screen. So our character today is going to be Ruth. Ruth is the person we are going to use. So I want everyone to see themselves as Ruth. We are giving her the name Ruth. Why I gave this name is because Ruth is one of the clients that I've helped with getting clarity and deciding a monetization part. She engaged with my one-on-one offer. So it wasn't a group thing, it was one-on-one where I took her for 6 weeks on how to for her to gain clarity and monetize the part she has chosen. So I'm going to use Root here as a practical example. So I tweaked a couple of things so that you don't get to know everything about Root. So don't think this is Root's story. So please let's get right into it. So Root is the character. Today I am going to show you how roots I'm going to show you roots vision and how our vision translates into a mission, then from a mission to what we call a BHAG. Then we now have goals, then we now have daily activities. So most times what people know is vision, mission, and goals. Then you now have your activities. In most cases, people do not tell you how to actually go about these things and how to connect them. So let's get right into it. So now the first thing we are going to do here is bring a vision. So what is a vision? I'm going to highlight this and move it to the side. So what's a vision? This is a vision here. I'm going to show you briefly so you see it. So I hope you all can see my screen and you can read this. Is this visible enough? Can you read what's on the screen? Can everyone see this? Can you all see what's on the screen? Please let me know. You can use emojis or just respond in the chat. Okay, so this is roots. Now, this is our vision. I've seen a lot of people write vision, and I noticed that they confuse vision with BHAG. I will explain what BHAG is when we get to BHAG. But the first layer of this thing is vision. That is where everything starts from. If you've made a decision that, okay, I want to do this for my life, then you should have a vision so you can write it down. You know that part of the Bible that talks about write it down and make it plain. So anyone who reads it can run with it. Beautiful. But have you ever wondered how your vision should be structured? The thing is, your vision should be sort of like a life picture. It should not really talk about money per se or talk about the vehicle. What I mean the vehicle, the job, the career, it should not really talk about that. It should talk about your life picture. So this is Ruth's own. Ruth sees a life where she has time, freedom, financial security, and creative fulfillment. She wants to build a business that supports her lifestyle rather than consume her. Her vision is to live a serene home by the coast, is to live in a serene home by the coast, travel twice a year, nurture strong family bonds, and contribute to meaningful causes through mentorship and giving. So if you look at our vision now, it didn't say anything about money. It didn't say anything about the vehicle, what is going to lead to her achieving this as a career and all that. It didn't say anything about that. It just painted a life picture. That is how you should see your vision. I hope you guys are flowing and you are seeing, okay, yeah, okay, thank you. You can see it. God bless you all. Okay, so yeah, this is Ruth. This is our vision. It is very sweet, it's very plain. Yeah, you can see all that. So we are going to connect our vision to several other things. Start with, from our vision, we're going to connect it to our mission. So you can see how they connect. From this vision here, she is going to now have what they call a mission. So let's just use this. So change the arrowhead. Sorry, this is going to, I just want you guys to see how this flows. So I'm going to be doing sort of like a flow chart. So just flow with me. So we have a vision here. Then we are going to move to a mission. So here is Ruth's mission. So we're moving there. You'll see how this becomes. Let's bring this really close. So we've all gotten a sense of what Ruth's vision is, right? Let's bring it closer so that you guys can read this. We've gotten a sense of what our vision is, right? Now, since she has a vision, she understands it, she's clear about it. She wants freedom, she wants financial security, she wants creative fulfillment. These are keywords, and that's why I put them in bold characters. I want you to see those specific keywords because you're going to see how important those keywords are. There are several other keywords here, but I just picked out those ones. The keywords I did not highlight here. You also get to see those keywords later. I want you to be able to create your vision and take note of those keywords. Those keywords will help you identify things that are a distraction, things that do not align with your vision or your mission, things that you know, oh, they align. Those keywords will help you identify those things. So let's move. Now, this is a mission. This is Root's mission. So let's just bring this closer a bit. Yeah. The mission is the vehicle. Root's mission is to help B2B SaaS founders articulate their unique ideas through thoughts leadership content so they can attract opportunities, influence their industries, and scale their businesses. She positions herself as the ghostwriter who turns complex technical insights into compelling narratives. Can you see this now? This is the vehicle. This is not the vision. This is the mission. So when you say you have a vision, then you need to be on a mission to achieve that vision. The mission would always be about the vehicle that drives you or takes you to your destination, which is the vision. In this case, yeah, it is a career which you all can replicate for yourselves, depending on whatever you want to do with your lives, what you are trying to achieve. So I don't want you to confuse your mission with your vision. So now we see that from a live picture, we have narrowed it down to the vehicle she wants to use to get to that picture that she has painted. So which is becoming a B2B SaaS, becoming a thought leadership content writer or a ghost writer, then she can attract a specific target audience, which is the B2B SaaS founders. But if you look down, if you read further, you will see that it's a bit extensive. She wants to attract opportunities, influence their industry, and scale their businesses. She positions herself as a ghostwriter who turns complex technical insights into compelling narrative. So this is a big mission. And if you notice, there is no time bound. There is no, it is not, you're not going to be using any smart framework here because it's not a goal yet. So the vision, big picture, you now make it smaller, not like you're making it smaller, you're just focusing on the vehicle that is going to drive you, which is now the mission. It's not going to use any smart framework specific, nah. It's going to tell exactly what you are trying to do, the target audience you get, what you are trying to ensure that your target audience gets. So it's going to showcase all that. So you know you're going to capture that into your mission. Remember, it is the vehicle. So once we've done all that, we know that, okay, this is our mission. This is good. So the next thing that is going to happen is now what we call a BHAG. So I'm going to show you something. This is where this becomes interesting. This is where this becomes really interesting. So you can see how this translates into what I call a BHAG. I would explain what a BHAG is, so do not worry. Okay. So let's bring Roots BHAG into the picture. So this is it. So let's zoom in so you can see it. I'm not going to be showing you the full picture so you can focus on what I'm talking about per time. So this is the BHAG. Take this up a bit. Okay. Can everyone see this? I hope you can see this. Okay. So BHAG is big, hairy, audacious goal. If you have the several books that I've talked about BHAGs, but they're very good. Companies use them a lot. So I pick a lot of things from how corporations operate because yeah, you could see that they are doing ridiculously well and they've lasted for years. So there's something that they are doing that makes sense. So I like to pick things from them. So corporations use this. They have what they call BHAGs, and it's kind of like a long-term goal. So they have that long-term goal. It's big, it's ridiculous to achieve. It's just big. That's why it's called a BHAG. They have it. It's a big picture. They know that it is there. They want to achieve it, but it's not what they are really going to focus on. But it narrows down what their mission and vision is. It narrows it down to something that helps them to, it's more like what would fuel the vehicle that you now use to drive to the destination. I don't know if that makes sense. Are we flowing? Please, if we are flowing, please, I want you to indicate so that I know at any point in time if you cannot see my screen again or it's me know, please. Okay, so this is Root's own. In 10 years, Root wants to be the most sought after ghostwriter in the SaaS ecosystem, running a boutique ghostwriting agency that serves at least 50 global SaaS founders annually, while maintaining our time, freedom, and mentoring the next generation of business storytellers. This is a big, audacious goal. So if you look at it, it's 10 years. 10 years, first, he wants to be an established ghostwriter in that particular ecosystem, that niche, which is the SaaS ecosystem. Now, that's one. Then she wants to run a boutique ghostwriting agency that is serving at least 50 global SaaS founders annually. That is a huge thing. That's you running your own agency, you have people working with you while maintaining our time freedom and mentoring the next generation of business storytellers. If you take note of this, this part is important to Root. This part is important to Root. Very important to Root because of our mission. Because of our mission. That is why I combined it. It is a combination of what you have here, that will make you be able to draft your BHAG. Ensure that the things that are relevant to you, some specific keywords that you have here that are relevant to you is captured in your BHAG. That even though it is about money, it is about you getting some top clients, you building a profitable business, it should also capture some relevant things that are important to you so that you know that you're not going off track. You're not just chasing after money and material things. Then you get to a certain point, you are not fulfilled. That is why your vision should be sort of like a life picture. It should be encompassing. It should not just be something really shallow or something that just focuses on money. It should really capture the fullness of your life. Is that making sense? Are we good? Okay, thank you. So this is the BHAG. I am showing you this so that you know how to structure yours. You see how to put yours into this perspective. So in 10 years, Root wants to be the most sought after ghostwriter in the SaaS ecosystem, running a boutique ghostwriting agency that serves at least 50 global SaaS founders annually while maintaining her time, freedom, and mentoring the next generation of business storytellers. So she's going to also be training people so that, yes, her team can be bigger and she wants to mentor people to be like her too. Yeah, so that's a big thing to Root. Those are important things, and that's why it's in her vision. I'm putting this there so you understand how this works and how it connects. So now let's go to the next thing. We've seen how this works. We've seen how it connects. Sorry, I don't know why I keep touching this. Yep. Okay. We've seen how this connects. You've seen our vision and mission, then it is connect to this. This is the biggest part. The first, I call it like the first three things that you need to do for yourself. Once you figure this out, it is easy for you to now start having goals. So it doesn't really start from goals. It starts from you understanding your life picture and putting it into writing it down and saying, okay, this is what I'm working towards. But it's sort of like big, so you can't really capture it. You can't really capture it well enough. It's really big. So what you want to do is to narrow it down. Okay, what am I going to use to get there? Then narrow it down further to a very large goal that captures what the vision and the mission is. And from there, we can now start talking about things like goals. So that is what we are going to do now. Okay, we come here. Why I'm doing this like this is because I want to just show you the cascade of this thing, how they all connect. Okay, let's just bring this further here. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is to bring in our goals. So you see how this works. Uh, let's do this like this. Oh, okay. So we have how many? Four. So let's just duplicate this. Need two here, two at the center. Duplicate this. Yeah, so let's bring in our goals. So these are root goals. I just wanted to see how this trickles down to measurable things you can now achieve. So we're going to take this. Okay, just trying to create space. Aha. Okay, so the fourth goal, let's bring in the fourth goal. Okay, so we move this to align. Okay, beautiful. So I want you to see this. Now, this is the BHAG. This is the BHAG. This is the big, hairy, audacious goal. Still have this in mind. I want you to see how, when we are talking about BHAG, how they now translate to goals so that you no longer get to focus on the big picture, even though it's at the back of your mind. You now focus on the smaller things, but they are connected. So goal, this is the goal one. Build a personal brand as the go-to B2B SaaS ghostwriter. That's the first step. So forget 10 years first. You know that that's what you want to do. You have a vision, you have a mission. Forget 10 years first. The first thing you want to build a personal brand. So you now decide, okay, which platform should I build it? How did I position myself well to ensure that I attract the target audience that I want, which is that's based on my BHAG goal, those target audience. So why the BHAG is necessary for this goal is because there are things in the BHAG that would inform how you go about goal one. So if you say, yeah, I want to build a personal brand as a go-to B2B SaaS ghostwriter, it's sort of like is if somebody reads it, the person doesn't have all the information. But you who has the BHAG, your BHAG has all those information. So it informs what you do for that particular goal. So when you want to go deeper into your target audience analysis, you already know that okay, you're targeting global founders. It's not just Nigerians or your locale, your country. You know that. So you want to position yourself as that. So you know that okay, yeah, I know that I also want to train people, but that's not something I want to do now, so I can keep that aside. You don't position yourself as that. The first thing you want to do is to ensure that you build a personal brand, and that personal brand can now generate you money. So that once you build some certain level of consistency, people have trusted you, know that okay, it's about time I need to now I now need to build my agency. You get. And I put it here because it's 10 years, between 3 to 5 years, you should be focused on building the personal brand so that you don't rush it. You don't rush into, oh, let's just go build the the agency. You don't rush it. You want to ensure that you have built a strong personal brand. So under this goal now, you can have like smaller goals under this particular goal. Smaller goals like, oh, I want to get 100,000 followers in that 3 years or in that 5 years. That's your goal. There are other parameters to use to break all those things down, but that's not why we're here today. So you can say, okay, I want to get, because I'm targeting 50 global brands. So in these 3 to 5 years, I want to have at least 5 major global founders to work with. You can have other smaller, but yeah, 5 major that have put you on retainer. So they're paying you top dollar. So you know that, okay, yeah, that is what you want to achieve. So I'm just using that to explain goal one. Then we go to goal two, which now brings us into, sorry, let me take this up a bit. Still, you're looking at it, 3 to 5 year picture, beautiful. Brings us to, yeah, consistently earning 10,000 monthly income within 3 years. So remember, I was saying something like this where you break it down. So this is a goal for your BHAG. You want to earn 10,000 monthly income within 3 years. You can break this down into smaller goals. Do you understand? Okay. Since I want to earn $10,000, okay, in my first year, what amount should I be targeting? It should also inform your income goal, that this is the income goal, $10,000 monthly, but at the beginning, it's going to be like $3,000. Okay, who can pay me $3,000? That should also inform where you put yourself. If you want to sell something in serious millions, you cannot leave Mandela's and go and position in area markets. I'm just trying to make you understand that picture. That's just an example for those in Nigeria who would understand what I'm saying. You get. So it is based on what you are trying to achieve that will make you know where to position and how to position yourself. Then look at another goal under the BHAG. Goal 3, create and grow a portfolio of at least 15 long-term SaaS founder clients, 3 to 5 year picture too. So you know that, okay, this is what you're targeting. I also want to build my portfolio. Now, initially, you don't have clients, so you want to target people that can be your potential client. Maybe offer your service for free to one of them and use that one, build it as a case study to now get another one. The example I've used is not an example that will make you to be getting clients back to back like that. You can literally get only 3 clients in a year, but it will serve you. Which is beautiful. Then you can build on that momentum for the following year. Okay, okay, everyone, nobody has complained. Sorry, I keep checking just to ensure network and every other thing is fine. So I'm not talking to myself. But are we flowing with all this? Do we understand this? If you're already having questions, if you have a question now, please start dropping it. I want to take a lot of time to take questions because, yeah, I'm not going to show you everything. There are a lot of gaps, but with your questions, I can tailor it. So prepare your questions. As we are going through it, you have a question, just type it now, send it. I would attend to it. Then the fourth goal, start layering the foundation for our agency, processes, small team, client acquisition system. You understand? So you can start putting on the foundation. Yeah, because let's say she has achieved, she's doing well in goal one, she's doing well in goal two, goal three. Yeah, when you're already earning this amount of money, you know your investment as at that time should be looking to investing into your agency. Start the foundation, start making the necessary research, how you want to structure it, start building your small team from now and all those things, so that you can also paint a picture to them and know that, okay, oh, you can also use to know the people that would work with you long term and those who just want to work with you short term, and all those things. So this is how to actually achieve a BHAG. See, I've broken this BHAG into four major goals. If you achieve these four major goals, you technically get halfway into your BHAG. And when you build momentum on it, you've achieved your BHAG. You might even achieve it in less than 10 years. So that's how to go about this. Hope that makes a lot of sense to us. Okay. So we are going to now break this further. All this goes into activities, which is where a lot of people get it confusing. Don't worry, you will see how this works. So I just put up 5 key activities here so that you see how this works. So we are going to straighten this. Okay, let's bring this into the picture. So this is an activity. I'm just going to give you like sort of like examples around these activities so you see how they work. Okay. Foundation, 30 minutes journaling, reflecting. Okay. Okay, let's bring this in here. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna bring this. Let's just show you how this works. Okay. Okay, we're going to bring this here. Okay. So there's a divide. Okay. Okay. So can we all see my screen? Can we all see my screen? Please let me know. So I want you to focus on everything that is labeled activities, activities. There are 5 of them. Can we see my screen? Okay, okay, good. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now these are the activities that would make it easy for you to achieve your goal. Now, I just put up 5. There are going to be numerous activities, but I just want to use these 5 to make you see how this works. Now, remember all the goals that are up there. So just if you want to take a look at them, there are about 4 goals here. So see them. But I want you to remove your mind from the goals now and look at the activities. Your mind would help you arrange everything. So now, activity. So I'm going to focus on this one. So these are daily and weekly commitments. So write 3 long form thoughts leadership pieces weekly for current clients. Now I'm saying current client because here I want to assume you that Ruth has a client. But even if you don't have a client, you want to use AI to simulate AI as your employer. You can use ChatGPT to be your employer and let ChatGPT give you tasks. Then you write it, you add it to your portfolio, you do the job perfectly. So you can do that, and ChatGPT can even rank it and tell you this, you did this well, you didn't do this well, and it can score you, it can grade you or tell you, oh, you need to redo it. Just as your employer would tell you, no, you didn't do it well. I don't like this. This is what I want. So I want you to do this like this, do it like this. All those things. ChatGPT can do that for you, even if you don't have a client now. So your job is to ensure that you have that as an activity to help you achieve your goal. So it helps you inform your portfolio then, or helps you fill up details in your portfolio. You can use it to get clients. So that's an activity. Remember, there is a goal that you're trying to achieve here. You get. So the next one, post 3 times per week on LinkedIn to share insights, client results, personal perspective. If your positioning place, if your marketplace you chose is LinkedIn, then yeah, beautiful. You know what you need to do. If it's TikTok, the same thing. You want to show up there 3 times a week, 4 times a week, position yourself, share relevant content, insights, client results, personal perspective. You want to share those things to help people know you more and to push your brand out there more. So that's an activity. That's a daily and weekly commitment. Another activity here is spend 2 hours weekly on professional. I hope you guys can see what I'm reading. I hope you can read it. Can you guys read it? Please let me know if you can. Can you all read it? Okay, just let me know if you can. So activities, spend 2 hours weekly on professional development, reading, industry research, copywriting mastery. So this is something you've set out for yourself. This is an activity you want to spend 2 hours weekly on professional development. So you know that you pick a date, you pick or you can break it down to say, okay, 4 times in a week, I want to do 30 minutes. You can break it down depending on your current season in terms of the things that you have in your life. I'll give you a practical example now. I have a child. There are things I cannot do for long hours because, yeah, there's going to be a lot I'm trying to do. So what I would rather do is break it down into smaller chunks and just do them. The goal is to get progress in, to ensure I am making progress based on the goals that I have planned out, the goals that I want to achieve. So that's this activity. Another activity here is reach out to 5 new SaaS founders every week with tailored value driven pitches. So you want to pitch, you don't want to wait for inbound, you don't want to wait for, oh, because I'm putting out content, clients will reach out to me. You have a goal, oh, you have a BHAG. One of these goal here is $10,000. So you cannot sit down and wait. Ruth will not sit down and wait. So you too, you shouldn't. So you want to have a number. Here it is 5 because you are targeting a certain number. 5 every week. Remember, you want to get 15 in a year or so. I think that was Ruth, something like that. 15 long term. Okay, in 3 to 5 years. So because you're going to be getting a lot of no's, no, 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 you want to reach out to as many as possible. That's why I say 5 every week. 5 every week. By the time you get to the end of the year, you've done a whole lot. If you're doing 5 every week, you've done a whole lot. So that's what you want to achieve. That if you've reached out to about 100 plus, 200 plus persons, and 3 of them have said yes, 4 of them have said yes, but even if it's just one that have said yes, you have momentum. You can build on that based on your goal. See another activity here, dedicate 30 minutes daily to journaling and reflecting to stay aligned with our life's vision. Very important because she's a ghostwriter. Journaling is very key for her. Journaling is very important for everyone, but it's far more valuable to her because it helps her to put thoughts to paper. Very important that she can constantly unclog her mind to put it to paper. Those things will help to even inform how she writes, makes it easy for her to write more effectively. So yeah, those are things you want to do. Dedicate 30 minutes daily to journaling and reflect to stay aligned with our life vision. Now, all these things are going to change for you based on your own vision, your mission, and your goals. So this this is how this is how all this translates from your vision, your mission. It comes down to your BHAG and down to your goals, then to all your activities. I only use 5 here. You're going to have numerous activities to help you achieve these goals. Those activities would sort of like create a system for you that if you check, if we zoom in back into this activity, you will see that I designed them in form of systems. Post 3 long form content so you can decide the days. Write 3 long form thoughts leadership pieces. You decide which days. Post 3 times, you decide the days. You have it on your calendar. It is structured. You get spend 2 hours. I told you you can either do 2 hours stretch in one day, which is not ideal based on all the several activities that you're doing, or you break it down into smaller chunks. 30 minutes, 4 days, you break it down. The other one, reach out to 5. You decide which day you want to do that. Dedicate 30 minutes daily. You decide that. All these things will fill up your calendar. By default, you already have things you need to do every day to help you achieve your goals. Can you guys see that? And once you are achieving your goals, you gradually move into this BIAG. And as long as it remains connected, it's not going to veer off from your vision and your mission. Are we saying that? Can we get all that? You guys say you need the slides, okay? Well, it's not a slide since I'm designing it from scratch, but I think I would be able to give out the link here. to it. I will just give it a dedicated page. Then you can, because I do a lot of things on this page. You can just use it to replicate your own. So you can create more boxes for your activities, and from that point, you can tailor what you do. You can tailor it to what you do. So yeah, that's how all this works. Now, the final thing I am going to talk about here before I start taking questions, please start writing down your questions. Please. Oh, there are two other things I want to take here. I want to show you something. So the first thing I want you to do is this. This is not part of the cascade, the wireframe, but these are things that would help you understand what you're trying to do. What is your vision for life beyond work? These are reflective questions. As we are doing this, what is your vision for life beyond work? You need to have that down. If you had a BHAG that excites and scares you, what would it be? What's one activity you need to commit to daily to move towards it? These are reflection questions you should ask yourself as we are going through this session, or even after this session, to ask yourself and know that, okay, am I taking my life seriously, or I'm playing with it? I know this thing that I have done, some of you might be thinking, man, I've just been playing with my life. You are not. As long as you are in this moment right now, it means you're actually taking your life seriously. So from this very moment, you can do a whole lot. You can start achieving a whole lot with this structure. Trust me. And give yourself time. You start seeing some serious miracles. It will look like miracles to you, but it's just your structure that you have followed. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Are we getting the gist? So let's do this. Okay. Are we getting the gist? So I want to show you this. Oh, I've locked this. Okay, give me a moment. On group. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take you through these things. This is a key part. This is where you know that, okay, because one of the major issues that people have is, how do I know what is a distraction and what isn't? So these are what we call keywords and trigger questions. So now, the keywords that I wanted you to take note of in Root's vision, if you remember those keywords, if you look at it again, let's just take a look at it so that it just refreshes your memory. There are specific keywords here that you should look: nurture strong family bonds, time freedom, financial security, creative fulfillment, all those things. Strong family bonds, contribute to meaningful causes through mentorship and giving. These are specific keywords. Oh. Travel twice a year. Then she wants a serene home. These are keywords. So I want you to take note of it. Now, as you are going, you are making money. If someone comes to you and said, "Oh, guy, I need money," you want to reflect and say, okay, what I want to give this money for, is it a meaningful cause to me? Will it fulfill me in any way? It's not just about you giving to the person. You also need to think for yourself selfishly. Does it make sense to me that I'm giving out this money? Because sometimes giving is not really a selfless act. Sometimes you are actually doing it to fill up that space inside of you, to make you feel like a messiah, that messiah complex. It happens. So it's not necessary that you are giving because you like the person, just because you want to fill up that. So you want to ensure that You are not just feeding your Messiah complex. You are actually doing it because it connects to your vision. I don't know if we are flowing here. Are we flowing? Before I continue, are we flowing? My people, are we flowing? Are we flowing? Is it connecting? Are you guys, can you guys feel the energy? Okay, so we're back to keywords and trigger questions. So, first keyword, time freedom. It's important to root. Does this activity give me more control over my time, or does it lock me into commitment I will regret? It triggers your mind to think. That is what I created this thing for. So, will this partnership require ongoing obligations that reduce my flexibility? Because, yeah, something is important to you, to your vision, time freedom. Financial security. Does this activity directly or indirectly contribute to consistent income or financial stability? Am I investing money, time, and energy here without a clear return? Those are questions you want to ask because, yeah, financial security is important to you. Any money, you don't want to be throwing the money away. So there are tons of trigger questions, but I just put up this list. Those of you that are asking, don't worry, I would give you this so that you can also have it. I created this for root, so you need to create one for yourself. Okay. So third, create fulfillment. Will this allow me to express my creativity, or does it drain my creative energy? Am I learning, experimenting, or innovating in ways that excites me? See how these things are really important. Now, let me go to this very interesting one. Serene home by the coast, which is important to root. Does this opportunity bring me closer to the lifestyle I want, or does it keep me stuck where I am? You need to always ask yourself all these questions based on what you want to achieve. Is this financial or creative decision moving me towards my dream environment or away from it? This will help you know when to say no, because some of you that cannot say no, this will help you know when to say no, and to help you know when to say yes, to help you know when to seize opportunity and when to run away from something that looks like an opportunity, but it's just a course. So it will help you know. So that's several of them. Contribute to causes, mentorship, and giving. Does this activity give me the margin to give back meaningfully? Do you understand what that means? Like, someone wants to pay you for something. It's not the money you charge, but when you look at it and you put out, you check all your expenses and everything, the remaining, the margin, does it afford you to give back meaningfully? It's important so that when someone comes to ask you for to contribute to something, and that thing is important to you, but because you've taken smaller jobs, you cannot contribute to it, you start feeling bad. Are you guys seeing how this works? Will this project expand my capacity to mentor or contribute, or does it only take from me? Very key. These are trigger questions that would help you. So, yeah, target audience, all they are all here. So, let me take you through this one. Is this opportunity aligned with serving B2B SaaS founders, or am I drifting to a less relevant audience? Does this help me strengthen my credibility and influence in the B2B SaaS space? You guys seen it. So these trigger questions help you to know if, as you are engaging, because people will come to you, people like success. As you are positioning yourself and you're getting a lot of followers and you're getting a lot of clients, opportunities will just keep coming. You want to know the ones that are opportunity or are just dressed like opportunities, but they are the ones that will choke you and take you away from your vision. So I hope this has given us some sense of clarity on how to arrange our vision, mission, your BHAG, goals, and activities. And it has also helped you to know when to actually engage in something or disengage from something. I hope you have gotten some certain clarity. If you have, please indicate it in the comments. Let me know this is fire. Drop this is fire. I got clarity. This is really beautiful. Just let me know. At the same time, as you, if you have questions, please drop your questions now. I want to take as many questions as possible. In the next 23 minutes, I'm going to be taking questions and questions. So, okay, let's remove this and bring this back. Okay, it's okay. So I'm seeing your responses. Please, I would like to take as many questions as possible. Joshua, we had a session before this meeting. I can't remember the question. Please ask that question again here right now so that, or if I have answered the question, let me know so that everyone can also benefit from that question. Okay, please, I need your question. Thank you, thank you. This is fire. Yeah, flexibility is really important. Yeah, flexibility is really important. Oh, hey, I'm seeing a question here. What if you are not actively looking for a job, but you still need better opportunities? David, I don't I don't understand this question. What if you are not actively looking for a job? Okay, I think I have an idea of what you're saying, but you still need better opportunities. It has more to do with your positioning. I think the way I position myself is very similar. I'm not actively looking for a job, but I position myself to attract opportunities. I do a lot of things that attract it. I'm going to give you a practical example. You are in my session right now. The perception you have of me, what I have just built right now in your mind, is really key to me attracting opportunities. Why? Because if something related to what I do comes your way, you would think of me. So that is positioning. So you have to engineer it to ensure that, okay, you are not actively looking for a job, but you can still get better opportunities. Now, this all depends on your vision. If your vision is like Ruth's own, my brother, you would have to step out. You have to go out there. Even me, I step out. I go search for things that I want. You get, this life. You have to seize what you want and hold it. I see a lot of jokes online. They say nowadays, both the one that is for Caesar, you collect it first. You hold your own and hold Caesar's own. Then later, you and Caesar can start arguing who should relinquish whose own. So that's how you do it. Okay. I hope I hope you got that, gave you some sense of clarity for your question. Is there another question that I missed? I'm just checking. Okay, no other question. Okay. 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 Joshua, how do you structure your day to tie all these goals and activities in towards the BHAG? Okay, very beautiful. I explained this. So now you see the way I structured the activities. The activities sort of like are system based. So something like write three this for this. I'm going to write three articles, long form articles. That is me practicing and getting better. So I want to ensure I'm going to do that. Which day of the week will be comfortable for me to do that? You indicate it down. You all those I do a lot of things with pen and paper. My table, see, this is paper, is filled. You would always see books and paper. There are a lot of things, write up. I do a lot of it, even though I use systems a lot. I like pen to paper because it helps me unclog my mind. So I always encourage people to do that. You get, so you write it down, you write all those activities. You don't need to structure it yet. It is when you are done writing it down, your mind can now focus on structuring. Your mind can now say, okay, within the week, what do I do? There are key things you do based on your season, things you cannot do without. I give a practical example. I have a child. So there are specific times I know I cannot work by default. I can be free more at night to do my work. So I would rearrange my structure based on that because my current season requires me to take care of my child right now at this moment, or to be available for my wife when she needs me, to ensure that she is taken care of and the baby is taken care of. I don't know if you're getting all that. So you want to see and check what are relevant things in your life, in your current season, that are non-negotiables. Those things that are already marked. So you base every other thing you do on those things. Then you can now structure your calendar like that. When you go day by day, you will be doing smaller things. That be those smaller things, they lead towards your BHAG. So what I am going to do for everyone here, just that you will need to join the Learning to Earn community. I'm going to drop this night. I am going to drop I'm going to drop a prompt that can help you structure your vision, your mission, and also help you structure your BHAG. It's going to be an extensive prompt. I do a lot of prompt engineering. Those of you who have worked with me, you'll see a lot of that. So that the prompt will also help you to kind of like structure it into daily activities that you can now put into your calendar. So you are going to fill it up yourself based on what you do, so that you have all this fresh. Then um, I would also drop a link to this page that I use in designing this, so that you can just use it to replicate one for yourself. I don't know if you need it, but if you do, beautiful. You replicate it for yourself and you can move on from there. Do we get that? Is that good? Is there any other question? Joshua, I hope that answers your question. Please, come on, give me questions. Throw the questions. I love this topic because it's something I've struggled with, and I was able to solve it. Most of the things I share with people now is things that I've struggled with, and the solutions I create for myself is what I share. It's not solutions you technically see online. I created them for myself to help me achieve my own goals. So that's why a lot of it is very unique. So please, I don't just share things that I find online. I share what I've created because of the struggles, my own struggles. So please throw your questions. Ask as many questions as possible. Let's check if I missed out on any question. David, you didn't let me know if my response addressed this question of yours. Please, did it? My response to you addressed this question. If it did, please let me know. Okay. Okay. It seems there is no other question. Okay. If there's any question, just drop it here while I take the final. Okay. Please, sir, please, sir, can you run through the 5 activities again? I missed one of them. Do you want me to show it? I think that's what you want. So let's just do this. Okay, remove this, add this to stage. I hope you can see this. So look at them. Okay. Don't worry, I will drop a link in the community so you can get it, but you can take a look at it now. So I don't want to waste people's time. I need this thing to end by 7. So how do you kill procrastination and build motivation during the day? Interesting. Okay, so this is the thing. I think I made there was one of on this same YouTube. There is a video that there's a video I made on procrastination. I would advise you to watch that video, but let me address this question here right now. How do you keep procrastination and build motivation during the day? So this is the thing I always tell people. Um, if you have a strong reason to wake up, I don't think you need any other motivation. To be honest, I won't tell you to watch motivational videos or no, no, no. You don't. You don't need all those things. If you have a strong reason, that's why I would always tell people to do what they love. If there's no love, if there's love lost, oh boy, you would lose motivation easily. But if there's love on those hard days, you would even be able to go through. It's just like how you think about duty and love. So for those who care for their wives, those who care for their wives, you notice that you do a lot of things, you just do it based on duty, you get. But that duty, that sense of duty you have is stemming from a place of love, from a place of sacrifice. If there is love lost, you will not be happy doing that duty. It's just how it is too with you getting through your day. So let it be that you have a vision and that vision is tied to something you really love doing, then you won't have any issue with motivation. Procrastination is something you will constantly deal with. I'm going to be honest with you. There is no soul on this earth that doesn't deal with procrastination. You get, but systems would always help you. So if you build up a system, just the way I've shown with those activities, and you put it on your calendar and it creates sort of like a reminder for you, it will haunt you. The guilt will haunt you. So yeah, you would have to do it. So systems helps, you get. Then aside from watching that video, this guy's book helps a lot. Atomic Habits, James Clear's Atomic Habits helps a lot. It's a very practical book. So I would advise you to get that book. It helps you create systems around what you're trying to achieve too. So you don't have to battle with procrastination, or it becomes easier for you to manage procrastination and also have your daily momentum every day. You don't have to worry about motivation. You get. Okay, well, I've just explained how I personally do this. I have a strong reason to work, very strong. I love what I do. I enjoy it a lot. You can attest to that. You and I have had one-on-ones, so yeah, I love it a lot. And I have a family to take care of. I have a family to feed. So I don't know which motivation I need again. If that's not enough, motivation. So yeah. So it's not difficult for me to get to do what I need to do. It even haunts me if I don't do it. Because yeah, who would provide? I have to do that. Then what will happen to the people that I've promised that, oh, I'm going to help you do this? Oh, your life will be transformed if you follow me. Those promises that I've made, what happened to those promises? What happened to them? So yeah, those things keep me going. Okay, Faith. How do we do this? You want me to read it out again? Oh, Faith. Faith, this is what we're going to do. You say you're using a phone. Okay, let me just read it out. So the activities, there are 5 activities. First one, Ruth is going to spend 2 hours weekly on professional development, things like reading, industry research, or copywriting mastery. This is for Ruth. Now, she's also going to write 3 long-form thought leadership pieces weekly for current clients. So I said it that you should pick the days within the week that you should do this so that it's structured for you, sort of like a system. Then post 3 times per week on LinkedIn to share insights, client results, and personal perspective. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you see I do a lot of that, my personal perspective, my unique experiences. I kind of like share some of those things. I share a lot of my insights, and I just recently started sharing clients' results. I was not a big fan of it because most of what I was doing earlier revolves around NDA, so I'm not allowed to share. It's just now I started doing a lot of B2C, so I could share. So if your work revolves around you signing NDA, there are so many things you cannot share, but there are things you can still share to make people know that, oh, you are moving forward. Oh, very important. Then the fourth activity, reach out to 5 new SaaS founders every week with tailored value-driven pitches. Just pitch to clients, pitch to 5 new SaaS founders every week. That's what Ruth needs to be doing. That's an activity. So she picks a day within the week that she does this. Again, it could be Sunday. She reaches out to them and see what comes out of it within the week. Then the last activity, dedicate 30 minutes daily to journaling and reflecting to stay aligned with our life's vision. Again, I tailor this activity to roots to our vision. So it will be tailored to yours. I said I am going to share a prompt, an extensive prompt that would help you to do this for yourself. I will share it in the Learning to Earn community. So if you are there, it's everybody gets it. So I hope that clarifies it. Sometimes when one has been distracted, maybe 2 or 3 days, how can one bounce back, especially if a backlog has been created? Sometimes one feels like just abandoning them. Oh, I can relate to this a whole lot. Just recently, I was complaining to my wife that I have a lot of backlog because I was sort of like down for like 2, 3 days because I'm still trying to create a routine for myself with having a newborn and the demand for to take care of my wife and my newborn. So it's putting a lot of more load on me, my activities. So because they are important, I have to keep some things on hold. So but I created a system. This is why I said I can relate to this. I created a system that okay, I would move most of my work to night. And I had started doing that even before the baby came. You get so I'll just move most of my work to night. Now, as effective as that, it also has a problem. I could do a lot of activities during the day and I'm tired at night. I'm too tired to do the work. So at night I find myself sleeping and backlogs are now created. Yet again, I cannot abandon them because I have a strong reason, I have a strong why. They will haunt me, which I've explained earlier. I have a strong why. So, one, I crazy love what I do. Number two, I have a family to feed. There's no greater why than that. So, yeah, that's for that. So create a system, then test the system. Like I've tested it, I've seen that there's an issue with me if I'm exhausted in my day during the day. So what I use to resolve that is that I take time off to rest my head, even if it's just 1 hour. It keeps me refreshed. So let's say towards evening now, I can just rest my head, sleep, or late afternoon, sleep for 1 hour, 2 hours. It keeps me refreshed so that I can now work longer hours at night. So if that doesn't work, you create another system around it. It's just for you to keep testing until something works. I'm using myself as an example so that you can use that to replicate in your own life. I hope that helps. Another question, does BHAG mean the same as vision or do they serve different purposes? Completely different purposes, they're not the same. Were you not here at the beginning? Goodness. Oh my goodness. This question is, oh goodness. The interesting thing is that You have my direct number. I know you. You'd explain why you're asking me this question. Wait, did you not listen to the from the beginning? Well, let me just take it. So it's completely different. Vision is a life picture. Is your life picture, what you've envisioned from yourself. It encompasses the fullness of you. It's not just about work. In short, it has nothing to do with work. It's what you really want from life. You would have a bit of what work is in it, but it's more about your life. So it's your life's picture. Then the mission is the vehicle. The mission is the vehicle that will take you to that life that you've envisioned for yourself. I hope that is making sense. Then the BHAG is the big goal. So now, as you are driving with that vehicle, with that mission. Hmm? You want to ensure that there is a destination you are driving to before you get to your vision, right? A destination that is more clearer, that sort of like has that is smart. It has amount, it has timeline, it has what you want to achieve. It's relevant to the vision. If you notice the BHAG I used earlier, it is smart. So it knows that okay, there is a certain destination I'm going to. The vision, it's a bit vague, it's open-ended. The BHAG is not open-ended, it is very clear, specific. There's a timeline to it. There's something you want to achieve within that timeline. So that is it. That's the difference between the BHAG and the vision. You understand? So I hope that clarifies your question. So there are different things. And would I say they serve different purposes? Yes. In this context, yes, they do serve different purposes. However, the vision is at the top of the food chain. Then every other thing trickles down from there. Vision, mission, BHAG, goals, activities. That's how it is. I hope that is clear. Okay, so I don't think if you have any other question, please drop it in the learning to earn community. I beg of you. We are done taking questions. Today is 7 already. So, guys, I this is what I do. I help people with clarity and I help people to monetize that clarity. If you've gotten clear of what you want to do, the path you want to take, I help them with that. I do one-on-ones. It is more beneficial for you to have me take you on a one-on-one session. I do it for 6 weeks. I will take you and ensure, technically hold you by the hand. I have a couple of people here who have done that with me, and yeah, there are a lot of transformation with them. I can boldly say it, they are here because yeah, I've asked them and they say yes. They can attest to that. So if this is something you're interested in, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me via the community, Learning to Earn community. Just reach out to me and yeah, you'll get direct access to me. So thank you all for joining in. It has been a pleasure. Please share this, write about it, share it anywhere you can share it, write about it, and let people know that you attended this session and it was a wonderful one. And see you again next month. This holds every last Saturday of the month. I take a topic that people don't like to touch, I take it and I dissect it, just like we have done. So cheers and enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon or morning, anywhere you join from. So thank you. Now we have come to the end of the session.